Hello,
Hi.
this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Strong Women series. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Hope Walker. She is an amazing woman, wife, mom, and coder and adventurer. She's going to talk to us today about her many adventures and how it has led her to her current situation. All right. So, Hope, why don't you go ahead and tell us who you are?
Okay. Thanks for having me, first of all. I also have a couple of outfits that I was going to change into during this meeting. I wasn't sure what to wear, so I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But, okay, so who is Hope? Who am I? I just have to tell you that I'm just a city girl that grew up in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, that has a fondness for technology and a love for the outdoors. And I would have to say that I got those two things specifically from my father, who I grew up with in a single parent home with my siblings. And he would do a lot of stuff around the house. I grew up and he would just be fixing on electronics and doing things outside, like indoor or outdoor home improvement jobs. And along the way I was exposed to him doing stuff like that. So I think that me being around him a lot really kind of influenced some of the choices that I made in my life. So
Awesome. And so, do you feel like those exposures? What do you think about how did you get started with coding? So you mentioned that dad was a huge influence. Like he was a tinkerer. He did all these things in the home that really sparked your interest. Can you tell us more about how you actually started diving into coding?
Well, it kind of started off like around the 8th grade. That's here in Georgia. I don't know how they were doing it other places, but after 8th grade, you go to college. I mean, not college, but high school. And I was getting into a little trouble to the point where my dad had to kind of step in. And he just pretty much said, Hope, how do you want your life to be? Do you want to have problems all the time and stuff like that? And being the type of kid I was, I did kind of listen to what he said, maybe selectively, I don't know. But this particular situation, he did say, he had set me down. So I thought about it and I decided to change my environment. And one thing that I did was apply to Benjamin E. Mays' magnet program for math and science. And it wasn't in my district, so that wasn't a school I was supposed to go to. But, hey, might as well, then maybe I won't get in so much trouble.
Okay.
So I got accepted into the magnet program, but I wasn't like an awesome student or anything like that. I just did just enough to get by. So I was like a C student because in the magnet program, you had to have an average of a C. So
okay.
I would pick my electives. They had to be like super easy, like gym or home economics and stuff like that. But when I got up to the 12th grade, I found myself having a hard time finding them gym classes because I've already used them all up. So my brain is the wall now. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have to choose a class. I got to think. So I'm like, okay, well, they showed me some electives and they said, hey, computer science is an elective and you do okay in math. Why don't you try that? And I think at the time it was really pushing it on the kids, like trying to get them to do it. Right. So I was like, well, I thought, well, my dad probably, he does stuff with computers, not really knowing that's not really the same thing. But I felt like, well, I can try it. And if I need help, he can help me.
Okay.
So I got into a computer science class and messed around and got an A.
Oh, look at that.
Easy A. So then they had the
ghosting girl.
I know, right?
Nerd life rocks.
Right. That part 2 class for the next semester, of course I signed up for it. And then, college rolled around to when time to apply for college. And, my older brother and my older sister went to college. So I thought, well, maybe that's what I should do, go to college. Decided to go to college and major in computer science. Might as well. So that's how I got started in it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then so how did it so you found a love
Right.
in college, I mean in high school, which was sounds like it was kind of surreptitious kind of love find. And then you went to college. How did that go?
It did great mostly in my computer science class because I enjoyed it, but not so great because I dropped out. And then sat out of school for a while and then tried to get back in, making some life choices, but then dropped out again. Okay, so decided some years later, got married, got a career, got a family, and
Mm-hmm.
decided that I wanted a little bit more. I felt like maybe something's still missing, or just maybe not going my full potential, and decided to get back in school. And got back to school and was very determined. This time it was a lot of stuff on the line because now I got
Okay.
a family and going back to school part-time. I still needed to work full-time and use PTO time to compensate for the pay decrease. And I got little eyes looking at me now.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna quit. Well, how do I don't want them to think that, hey, you start something, you don't finish it. So a lot of hard work, and my family was so supportive. And I couldn't see myself doing the same things I was doing before, not taking it seriously because everybody had to sacrifice. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I really got my career, I got my family, I got married, and I got serious,
Mm-hmm.
and went ahead and knocked it out the ballpark. So there you
Awesome.
go. So that time it went great. But it was a
Yeah.
lot of crying involved and a lot of stress and a lot of staying at home while everybody else is out having fun. But
Gotcha.
it was worth it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's quite the path. But you know what? It doesn't really matter how many, detours there are as long as you get back on course
Yeah,
and you make it to
definitely.
the goal.
Get on
So
course and get it done.
that's right. And then of course you had all the support of your family behind
Yeah,
you. So that's always
definitely.
a great thing.
Right.
So now do you are you still coding? Like what are you doing in that regard?
No, not really coding. Not coding as a job, but mostly as a hobby. And what happened was once I graduated from college, my job, they knew what I was doing. They knew that I was going back to school. Heck, they was giving me some tuition reimbursement, so they knew what it was.
Right.
I was really expecting to leave, like, okay, well, that's it. But they hit me with an offer, a very good offer. We had to tweak some things,
Okay.
because oftentimes when you have a family involved, you can't just think about yourself.
That's true.
So we tweaked some things, and now that's how I'm into healthcare IT, which is an awesome job, and I truly do love it. It's a whole nother part of computer science. So that's why I don't consider myself just coding, but more of a techie computer science type girl.
Okay.
However, I still am involved in coding because I am a part of several different coding organizations, like for women who code and Rails girls and stuff like that. And so that's kind of what I use to, get that fulfilling part of it. So I kind of took that away from how my dad would do, because when he was doing his tinkering and fixing stuff, he wasn't doing it as a job. He was doing it mostly as a hobby. So, and it's fulfilling, it's still fulfilling, but I can still take care of my family and be happy. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. No, that is really good to have that nice balance, best of both worlds, pursue a passion and still be able to provide for your family. So that is fabulous. So now we talked about coding. We talked about how you got started with that.
Right.
And now I would love if you could talk a little bit about your adventure side, because I noticed you are a little bit of an adventurer. So can you give us a little bit about that?
Right. Yes, that is another part. There's a lot of parts to me, but I love the adventure side, and I think it's mostly the outdoors adventure type thing that I do enjoy. And I always said that I would at least try anything once, and that's not really true, but I would at least want to try it, but I wouldn't try everything, but almost anything I would at least try once. So I guess there is one person that I know that is always up for an adventure, and that's my husband.
Oh,
Uh,
fabulous.
yeah, so we would usually try to plan something, and it always starts off small, but then it snowballs into this monstrous adventure. Like, oh my God! But this one particular adventure that we did was we decided to go to the Grand Canyon. Grand
Okay.
Canyon, cool. Yeah, let's do the Grand Canyon, and of course, it turned into let's hike the Grand Canyon. Okay. Okay, that's cool. No problem. You know, I'm down. I'm whatever you want to do. So I started doing a little research and got on TripAdvisor. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but you know, you can do a lot of research and find out about different places around the world. Well, they have a forum where you can ask people, you know, advice or questions about where you're going, and they have a specific area for the Grand Canyon. So I told them, hey, I never really hiked before, want to hike the Grand Canyon, talking about going in July. What do you guys think?
Right.
Oh my gosh, they came back like, that is crazy. You shouldn't do that.
Oh,
You're
really?
going to get injured. You're going to die. I mean, they was coming at me like, I'm like, really?
Wow.
Oh my God. So I started taking it a little bit more seriously. Like, okay, what we got going on? And the research let me know that the hike is 6,000 feet below ground.
Oh my goodness.
14 miles down hike, and 10 miles up. Okay.
Okay.
Different kind of animals there: elk. What else they got? Mountain lions, stuff like that.
Are these regular elk or are they killer?
Well, we'll get to that. And they may be, but and then in July it's like 100 degrees in the shade. So
oh
I
my goodness.
understand why they were saying these things. So we took it lightly. So I tried to get prepared for it. And one of the things that I did was took a whole bunch of cans and put them in a backpack, put it on my back, decided to walk up and down the hill in the backyard. Because that's going to get me ready.
Planning time. I hear you.
Me doing that was like me trying to get ready for the Olympics. It really was like on that scale, ridiculous. But, you know, at the time I was trying to do the best I could. So we ended up getting to rent a car. The rental car had a problem with the shift. If you kind of wiggle it a little bit, it'll go back, and then if you wiggle it a little bit, it'll go forward. But no problem. We was
what?
Yeah, it was a shift. It was.
It's kind of a big deal.
Well, it wasn't that bad, you know. Well, we was in a hurry. We was trying to get there. We was ready, and all you had to do was wiggle it a little bit, and you back up.
Okay.
Put it in reverse.
Okay.
Hey, you know, whatever. Let's ride. Let's go. So the car ran just fine, but we ended up getting to rent a car, and when we got there, it was kind of late. You know, we're on East Coast, going to the West Coast, a jet lag going on. We tired.
Mm-hmm.
We get there. It's probably about 10 o'clock at night. Everything's closed because we're going to a national park. We running out of gas, but enough gas we can get there and get up in the morning and go get some gas. No problem. But as we're going, we see all these signs of the elk and the coyote and the mountain lions, which I was aware of, so it's no problem. But it's also pitch black because guess what? We're not in Atlanta no more. We are.
That's right.
Where animals are. So you literally couldn't see right beside you because it's so dark.
Yeah.
Well, we got into the park and we got a little turned around and lost.
Oh no. I
was really mad about. It was okay, but we were just tired. So he went down this one road, which was kind of like a dead end, and decide we need to kind of turn around. So he turned the car to the left, and as he turned the car to the left, it flashed on this animal. And I just freaked out, like, oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? And he was
gosh.
I see it. I'm like, you need to turn the lights over there so you can see it. So he wiggles the thing, and puts it in drive and start driving forward to turn the car to the right. And I'm like, start freaking out, like, no, don't do that. Don't go forward.
Oh my goodness.
Don't go forward. Just sit here and turn the car, like pick it up and turn it. Don't do nothing, okay? But of course you can't do that. So he drives forward, turns the light on it, and mind you, we going through it, okay? It's this elk. Oh my God. They say they only get 8 feet tall, include the antlers, but I'm telling you, that thing had to be like 10 feet tall. And it was sitting down. I was like, oh my God. And as soon as he put the light on it, it just turned his head like, okay. We panicked. He can't get it to reverse. Oh my God.
Oh no.
But we ended up getting out of there and we made it to the cabin, but that's when it hit us like, man, what did we get into? What did we get into? So anyway, I'm going to start wrapping this up. We ended up getting up early that morning, hiking down, and the squirrels are very aggressive there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we had one squirrel like act as a decoy in front of us, just walking back and forth and trying to get food. But before we knew it, it was another squirrel creeping up behind us trying to get our food. And I was like, wow. You're not supposed to feed the animals there. So they knew that wasn't going to happen. But we did end up getting down to the bottom, and it's like a magical place. It's like a whole nother world. It's a lot cooler and real laid back, and it was really nice. So we only stayed for a day and then decided to hike back up, but we got a late start. So now we are having an issue with the daylight and getting out of the canyon before it got dark. So I wasn't fit enough for it. So I was in a lot of pain. Him and I were fatigued. Like dehydration, and we only have a limited amount of food on our bags and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. So on the way out, we probably had about another 2 or 3 hours to go. And have you ever seen like the Nature Channel? Have you seen animals fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen rams fight?
No.
Rams, the rams that kind of bump into each other. Okay, so on the way up, a ram just decides to just stand there in the middle of the walkway to get out. And
oh my goodness.
What are we supposed to do? And all his little friends were up on the mountain, standing on their little rocks, jumping around, doing stuff. See, this is not fun right now. This is really like, I don't think I'm gonna die, but how are we gonna do this? Without
getting majorly hurt. Yes.
Can somebody help us? And all I can think about is Ram about to get us. I don't know. I was actually thinking about taking one for the team, and maybe he could make it out. I don't know, but
oh my goodness,
it ended up leaving, but it put us off some more. So we did end up making it out. It was dark. We did end up hiking while it was dark, but on the way out, it got dark, and Hayrick could see in the distance like leaking eyes.
Oh my goodness!
Right. So I didn't know, but I was still in pain, and I could, I had to take a break. But he saw the blinking eyes. The closer we got, it disappeared. And
oh my gosh! Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, so we ended up, but they disappeared. They didn't come back, and we made it out, and that's our little adventure. Oh
my goodness, that is crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It just that place gives you makes you have a lot of respect. A lot of respect for nature, and don't play with it,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, of course, this is their life all the time. Like, they're not expecting humans. And so, we go in trying to, appreciate nature, and then we end up interfacing with them, and sometimes not pretty. Oh my goodness. I can't believe those squirrels though. I mean, what a level of intellect that they're able to devise a decoy and then have somebody come on the other side and, try to get food. I mean, that's genius.
Yeah.
That is genius.
Oh, this is what I meant to do.
Oh, look at that.
But
you are so funny.
Yeah, sorry. But also, I don't know how much time we got left. I want to do something else or tell you something.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We got time?
We do. We have time. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I also wanted to let you know about this thing right here. You see it?
Oh, what's that? What is that?
A vase. It's a vase with colored paper in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is what I call my Vase of Victory. Yep. My Vase of Victory. And what I do is every time something super awesome happens or something that gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside,
okay.
I take it and I write it down. I put a date on it and I write it down and I throw it in my jar.
Okay.
And what I try to do is, or what I will do is at the end of the year, if I hadn't already given God glory, give him some more glory and say, hey, this is all the great things that's happened to me, and thank him for it, and just realize that, life isn't so bad, because I don't think we always can reflect back or remember that, hey, I didn't necessarily have such a bad year. There were some good things going on.
That's right.
Hopefully, maybe by the end of the year, my stuff is overflowing.
That's right.
But, even if it was just one thing in here, one thing, it's all good, So.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is
I
great.
do have one more thing that I have to put in, and I'm going to write it down real quick.
Okay. What's that?
Okay. So, let's see. May the 15th, 2017. You mind me telling you?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because this is personal, but I'm going to let y'all have this, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that.
I was invited to do FB Live on June the 9th with Dr. Charmaine Gregory.
Oh,
made it into the face, girl.
Now I'm blushing.
Check.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
So I really appreciated it. Having a great time. Oh, let me do my sound effect. There we go.
Oh yeah, you are too funny with your sound effects.
Yeah, I was supposed to have. It should have been way more set up. I couldn't get the kids to help me.
Oh, they didn't want to help.
It's acting. But yeah,
oh
that's
my
me.
goodness.
That's all me.
No, that's great. I really appreciate you sharing. That's awesome. You know what? And you talked about just how small things when you were a child just made all the difference in directing you. And even though, the path didn't seem like it was the one that you were set out to be on, you
right.
got pushed into the one that was meant for you, which is, a lot of times we don't even realize that, things that happen in our lives are going to direct us to where we need to be. So no, that's awesome. And of course, your adventures in the Grand Canyon are very, 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 very scary and also very entertaining at the same time.
Right.
So I really appreciate you spending your time with us and sharing a little bit of you. All right. So we really appreciate that. And what did you say?
I said I appreciate it too.
Oh. So, I hope that you will have a great afternoon, the rest of the afternoon, and an awesome weekend. And for everybody who's watching either live or on the recording, thank you for joining us. Thanks for sharing these moments with us. We appreciate your time. That's right. And this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory. This is a version of the Nocturnist Diary called Strong Woman Series. And this is Hope Walker, who shared with us today. Yeah. So I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.